So, Nikki Haley's presidential campaign says she's launching a new phase of her campaign focused directly on her home state of South Carolina.
The new campaign, A Great Day in South Carolina, will highlight her record as governor there while also jabbing back at frontrunner Donald Trump. It might be an important move for her, as a new poll from Monmouth University and the Washington Post shows Haley trailing in her home state with 58% of Republican primary voters there supporting Donald Trump.
CBS News campaign reporter Nidia Cavazos joins us now from Columbia, South Carolina. What can you tell us about Nikki Haley's new strategy and who she's looking to either bring in or appeal to?
We're talking about a new phase as part of Nikki Haley's campaign, and it's titled A Great Day in South Carolina. And as we move on to South Carolina's primary, this is really going to be focused on highlighting Haley's record as a governor here in the Palmetto State. But this comes in addition to what her campaign had previously announced that was going to be a focus for South Carolina, which was to really target Donald Trump and really argue her electability over former President Donald Trump and current President Biden. This is, of course, when it comes down to a general election matchup. Now, Haley has been arguing that, making her case, because she's trying to garner as much support as she can with the few weeks that are left before the primary, but she's trying to pull in the voters that are very clear about the fact that they don't want a Trump and Biden ticket in November.
Well, Nidia, might we see the former governor actually grab up some of Biden's voter base in South Carolina?
Yes, well, as we know, here in South Carolina, it is an open primary, and so that means that anyone can participate in the Republican primary February 24th, and this is, of course, if they haven't already voted in the Democratic Party. So Haley's campaign manager has previously highlighted that they're counting on this, and they're hoping that this is going to be able to bring in some support. And of course, Haley has often mentioned that when it comes to being able to convince voters and gather the support, she doesn't necessarily care whether it's Republicans, independents, or Democrats. So her team, in a way, is relying on the fact that South Carolina is an open primary.
And so that's Haley versus Biden. Nidia, how is she trying to target and peel off Trump supporters and voters? Because as we mentioned coming into this, she's trailing the former president by double digits there.
When it comes to South Carolina, Haley has really been targeting Donald Trump, and this is a shift between her campaign and what we're seeing now to what we were seeing at the very beginning when she was, she was in Iowa and she was in New Hampshire. And lately, what we've seen, several examples, is she's been highlighting Trump's misinformation that comes from his end, any confusions he's had, to really make her case that age is a factor here that's affecting former President Donald Trump and current President Biden. And she says that the reason why she's highlighting is their age is because it puts a country at a disadvantage when you don't have a fit candidate who can be at the White House and really tackle the nation's most pressing issues. Now, on top of this, Haley has also been saying that Trump's legal cases and all the time he dedicates to defending himself is also time that he takes away from actually dedicating to the American people. So again, Haley is making her case against Trump, saying we cannot afford to be distracted as a country. And as she says in her words, the chaos and drama that follows Donald Trump is putting the country and the American people at risk. And so that's really the case she's building here in South Carolina.
We'll continue to watch closely. Nidia Cavazos, thank you very much.